Well, LAFC have survived and knocked off Alajuelense in leg two of the round of 16 Concacaf Champions Cup. Wasn't easy, was a lot of concerning things in this match, and even a scare early on that made it seem like LAFC might get bounced in the round of 16, but they were able to hold on and win this game with some late second half heroics, which we're going to talk about. We're going to break down this game, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But before we get into that, welcome to MLS Moves, everyone, presented by FanDuel. Please make sure you like this video down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that little bell notification so you never miss any of our videos. So let's start off with the first half of this game, and things were a little different than I thought it was going to go. Now, heading into this game, CONCACAF Champions Cup rules are there's an away goal. So Alajuelense scored last week against LAFC at LA, meaning heading into this game, they had a lead essentially. LAFC would have to score in order to win this game. If it had ended in a 0-0 draw or 0-0, they would have lost, that being LAFC. So LAFC had to come into this game and score a goal. Okay. I thought the game plan for Alajuelense was going to be to bunker down, park the bus, and make sure that Alajuelense did not, or excuse me, LAFC did not score at all in this game and get that scoreless draw. But I was wrong. In the first 20 minutes, they were going for it. They were playing very aggressive and they were not hunkering down. Okay. They were able to get a goal and a cross from Vander Putten, a header in the fourth minute to score and put LAFC at an even more disadvantage because now LAFC would need to score 2 goals to win, 1 goal to tie it. And so they had even more pressure on them. So Alajuelense did something different than I expected them to do. Put pressure and try to go for it. Okay. So they get that first goal. 25 minutes in, they're really going for it, but then they started to park the bus. Then they started to like try to pull back and make things a little bit more frustrating. Now I want to talk about the first half stats for both these teams. In the first half, like I said, it was probably like closer to like 55% possession for LAFC, 45 for Alajuelense in the first half before they changed tactics 25 minutes in. But the first half ended 63% for LAFC, 37% for Alajuelense, 7 shots for LAFC, 3 for Alajuelense. So they were getting outshot Alajuelense, but they had a higher expected goal, 5.7 compared to 0.57 compared to 0.52 for LAFC. But LAFC still showed a lot of flaws. Oh my God, this lineup makes no sense. So you play Heung-min as a 10, which he should be playing as a striker on the wing. You have Tillman playing on the wing, who does nothing for this team. He's not good. No one's convinced me otherwise. He's not good. You have Heung-min play as a 10, and you have nobody for most of the game who can, finish the chances he creates. So who's he playing the ball to? And then you sign Boudry, and Boudry's not starting, so you have him benched to play, and Heung-min play his spot when Heung-min should be playing as a striker. It just makes no sense tactically what they were doing in this game. And you also have Tillman playing on the right wing. Am I missing something? Tillman is not a creator. He's not a scorer. He's not a good attacker. He should not be playing in the midfield as a 10, and he sure as hell should not be playing on the wing. He's not a winger either. So very, very questionable tactics in this game, the starting 11 for LAFC. But anyway, so they're down 1-0 first half. I thought Nathan Ordaz was terrible in the first half. He couldn't finish on this cross that Bouanga had to him. He just mistimed it. He was not in good position. I thought Tillman was horrible in the first half as well. So they were the 2 worst players in the first half. And I was thinking the second half, okay, they're going to need to make some changes. They're going to need to bring in Boudry. They're going to need to bring in David Martinez. They're going to have to do something to try to ignite this attack. 45 minutes is over with. Halftime, they come back out. 0 changes for both teams. 0 changes for both teams. LAFC runs out exact same starting 11. And at that, I'm just thinking, what is Marc Dos Santos thinking? This lineup did not work in the first half. But Nathan Ordaz was able to score thanks to an assist by Delgado in the 51st minute. He was able to score a beautiful goal. And they were able to tie it up. So it looked like it was going to go to at least extra time. But after that goal, it was like both of these teams were just completely gassed. Now, this was like, I think the altitude was like 3,200 feet, I think, in Costa Rica where they're playing this match. And I think LA is like somewhere like in the 100 range. So it's very, very high altitude. it's very humid, it's hot, it's kind of a miserable playing environment for a player just because of how the atmosphere is. Not the atmosphere, but the playing conditions. It's just really, really hard to play in that type of weather, right? And LAFC looked gassed for the rest of this. After that goal, they looked completely gassed. Like they used all their energy to score that goal, and so did Alajuelense. But the difference was Alajuelense kind of changed their tactics back, and they were going for it in the second half. Like they were trying to score again. I mean, they had 5 shots, 2 on target. LAFC had 6, 2 on target, but they just looked like they found a weakness in LAFC in them being tired, and they were trying to expose that or trying to see if they could create something off that. So LAFC were really struggling the entire second half after they scored that goal, and it was kind of like, is one of these teams going to score? Is it going to go to extra time? Like, can these guys even make it another 30 minutes? Like, there's a lot of uncertainty. But LAFC were able to get a goal back from David Martinez. Scored an absolute banger and added time, the 92nd minute. He was able to score an absolutely class goal to put LAFC up 2-1 over Alajuelense and essentially ending it because LAFC, because the away goal, Alajuelense would have had to score 2 more goals to win. Tying it up would not have done enough, like because LAFC have 2 away goals now. But there's just so many concerns still in the second half. Denis Bouanga had some bad crosses. He was getting honestly clamped up by Alajuelense most of this game. I think he didn't really do much, and that's an issue. You need Denis Bouanga to start doing things. I thought Tafari and Porteous were the 2 best players in the entire game for LAFC. I thought they were the back line was great. Son Heung-min has been playing out of position. Like I said, he is just not being utilized correctly as a 10. He needs to be playing up top or on the wing. That's what he should be doing, not as a 10. He needs to be put in position to be able to score some goals. I thought Chouanier looked kind of bad compared to how he did against St. Louis City SC most of the game. But you just see these deficiencies with this team. Like I just thought there was a lot of bad play, a lot of sloppy play, a lot of giveaways in this game. A lot of giveaways, a lot of good defending by. It was either good defending by Alajuelense or just bad attacking by LAFC. I mean, I just felt like they just kept turning the ball over. Like just so much turned the ball over. LAFC were. And you there's a concerning things when they play a better team. What's going to happen? And I think Alajuelense deserves some flowers and some credit because they are a team that really punched above their weight and gave LAFC a great battle. Keep in mind, LAFC, they get heralded for not of conceding a goal in MLS in their first 4 games. Alajuelense scored 2 goals against them, 1 in each game. So Alajuelense has done something against LAFC that no other MLS team has done so far, and they get a lot of credit for not conceding goals. So Alajuelense deserves a lot of credit for scoring a goal on LAFC in both the first 2 matches. LAFC concerns me. They're going to have to play the winner of Cruz Azul versus Monterrey in the next round, and these are very good teams. If they play like this, I am telling you right now, I watched Concacaf for a long time. If they play like they did against Alajuelense, against Monterrey or Cruz Azul, they're going to get absolutely embarrassed off the pitch. Like it's going to be bad. It's going to be really, really bad. Because those teams can score in abundance and they're good defensively. So this whole tactics not being able to score until the last second and sometimes some fluky goals or unconventional attacking play is not going to work against some of these other teams. So LAFC is going to have to figure something out. They're going to have to change the tactics. They're going to have to go back to the 5-3-2 that Dolo played that really utilized Son Heung-min and Denis Bouanga's attacking talents, or they could be in trouble in the next round. And we'll just have to see what happens. I mean, this, credit to LAFC for obviously winning it, but it really should have never been this close. It really should have never been this close. And Alajuelense gave them an absolute battle. And Vanderputten should be a guy on MLS radars, the center back for Costa Rica. He was really, really good. He was probably the best player in the tournament or in the series for Alajuelense. But also, Palencia is terrible too. There's so many players that just are not playing good for LAFC. Palencia is bad in the attack. He's bad in defending. He doesn't make good crosses. He turns the ball over. He loses possession. Segura gives you nothing in the attack. He's good at defending, but he's slow. He's a yellow card machine. There's so many flaws with this team, and I feel like it's just culminating, and it's like a bubble, and it's going to pop eventually, and it's just going to all be out there. And so they've got to figure some things out because their deficiencies are glaring on this team, and we'll have to see. But hey, listen, they won. They're going to fight another day. They're going to get a chance to win or play in the round of 8 and get a chance to play in the semifinals of the Concacaf Champions Cup. I'm curious what you guys think. Were you impressed or were you disappointed in this performance by LAFC? Let me know down below. And do you think they're going to win their next round either against Monterrey or Cruz Azul? Let me know down below. Also want to say thank you to our sponsor, FanDuel, for presenting you guys this video. Very thankful for them. Also, make sure you guys like this video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that little bell notification so you never miss a video. Until next time, guys, I will see you all soon.